Handel, who is the one responsible for this design, an inexpensive design that could sort of restore the look of the courthouse, will tell us actually how they built this, and you will be looking at the building when he's talking. I'm very pleased to see everyone here. This is in a critical situation right now. So without further ado,
hi everyone, my name is Drew. I'm a resident of Broadway district of Rock Island, and I'm here to just say a few words about the context from which we are living in this period, and the idea of historical preservation of a building of this neoclassical style, which was built in the 1890s, and all of the generations that have existed since this building was put up, and all of the existing generations that will come after this building is within this particular time frame that we are living in. And to have a city councilman decide at this particular juncture in this building's history, where this building will stand for another 100 years at least, is, in my mind, a complete lack of respect of historical preservation, of what the history of this building has meant to the city of Rock Island, what this building will mean for continued generations, as if it is left to its own development. We don't know what this building might become if it's left to stand as it is. Who might buy it, or whatever it might evolve into. Most communities in Europe or other areas would understand the importance of a building like this. Architecture is unique in that once a building goes up, it goes up for a very, very long time. And the aesthetics of this building are completely incredible and beautiful and worth preserving, not only from an aesthetic standpoint, but also just from the history of what this building has meant to the city of Rock Island. And so I find that at this particular time, with our city councilman judging on the fate of this building, to be completely demolished and put up a building that is not even close to the historical context that this building has, is a travesty on all kinds of levels. And so I guess I would just plead with the people of Rock Island and the city council members to take a step back and look at to what this building was in the past and what this building will be in the future. Because otherwise I think it's just a complete arrogance to judge on the fate of this building at this particular time in its history, and that we don't really have the right to do that at this time. Thank you all for coming out, and that's all I have.
Okay.
Change all references to being the county board, and the county is making this decision. We have aldermen in Rock Island who are very supportive of saving this building. Our next presenter is Bill Handel. He's a retired architect who grew up in Davenport, right? He's from the architect, but he did most of his professional life down south. But he has become so enamored of this building that he will tell you a little bit about how it was actually built. When you look at these stones, how did they get those here? Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you, Diane. Bill Handel, retired architect, like Diane said, at Rock Island County. I know it well. When I was a kid, my cousins lived here, and we'd go over the Centennial Bridge. And as a future architect, I looked at this building. I also remembered the fact that it didn't have a dome, and at that point, I really didn't know why. It didn't look like any other building that from the bottom, at the top it looked wrong. But found out later why that happened. But Rock Island County, what does it say about a county named Rock Island? that doesn't respect its majestic stone courthouse? What does it say? I think by keeping it, it'll say a lot of the people of Rock Island and their spirit and history. And we can talk about, like Diane was saying, I'll tell you briefly how the building was built. I have not built a actual stone constructed building. It's all been stone veneer, like pretty much anything you see for the last 85 years. But if you go to the entrance to this building and you look at those pairs of columns right there, 30 inches by 30 inches by probably 18 inches, each one of those was on a railroad car from Indiana, because they didn't use the inexpensive and inferior stone that they could get locally. They went and got Bedford limestone from Indiana, and so those pieces were taken off a railroad car by mules. This is 1897, by mules, and driven over to this site, and people with a block and tackle, strong guys.
Like we only every day. Groups that restore historic architecture. And I think we need to make sure that we've gone down every avenue before we decide the solution is to destroy it. Right. So, and I mean, yeah, it shows how well built this is. I mean, it's going to be.
You need to go to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got some nice parks. We need revenue generating space. So they turn it into offices.
Sure. Bill,
Exactly, yeah, then it becomes property tax.
Historically minded. I'd say 90% of the people don't give a darn one way or the
Well,
other.
I used to work with what was his name? Mr. Thomas. He's since deceased at Royal Neighbors, and he was part of the
Is
Rock
your
Island.
last name Thomas?
Almost so,
Oh,
yeah.
but
You're-
you're
and your
not,
first
that's
name?
not the right one. You're not the same
Not
one.
the same.
Because I've seen you at City Hall meetings.
Are you you're something with the city. I mean, this looks beautiful, but why didn't they plan?
Because they figure they just tear it down.
Well, I know,
and be done with it.
and I'm sad to say, I bet you they will. I mean, I just,
You know, Cambridge, in Cambridge, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
They have a magnificent county courthouse there. And a few years ago, they had to make a decision, tear it down, and they went ahead and restored it. And it's a beautiful
right. I know
building
that
now.
happened in the town I grew up in, Wisconsin, and they saved their old courthouse, and they still use it. People protested enough, they were able to save it.
Yeah, courthouses have a lot of history.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what we need to preserve, our history.
And they'll never build stone buildings again like this. Not ever.
No.
They're just stone veneer brick.
Anyway, I hope